Welcome back to Tech Connect, where we're keeping it breezy with the Hable Easy.
Wow, that's cheesy. All right, we are back with another Tech Connect, and like Luke said in the intro, we are keeping it breezy.
Again with the Renegade Master default temperature 5,000 people.
Well, that's one way to get you into the video. Just stomp your way in.
Hey, why not?
No, we are looking at the Hable Easy. Look, we had done a Tech Connect live with Freek. I always forget his last name.
Van Wellensis.
Thank you very much.
I really hope I got that right.
Check it down in the description. You can see that longer video looking at the Hable Easy, but we are going to look at it today. Look at what the buttons do and give a demonstration. We're going to be showing it with an iPhone. It does work with both iPhone or Android. And really the point of this device is to make using your touch screen easier by not having to touch the screen at all.
That definitely would make the touch screen easier.
It would, and you might be saying, Corey, that's impossible. A touchscreen phone, you must touch it. Not here.
Wow.
So let's take a look at the Hable Easy itself. Luke, what would you say the size? Like a deck of cards? A little taller than a deck of cards,
Yeah,
maybe?
that's a very good comparison.
Oh,
a
thank you.
little narrower, maybe a little taller, but definitely comparable to a deck of cards.
And probably the same thickness. Very light in the hand. You can, it's quite easy to hold.
That's why it's called the Easy.
That is very true. So the way that I'm going to orient this device is on the left side is the USB-C charging port. So it does recharge via USB-C, and it gets a pretty darn good battery life because really there isn't a whole lot going on, and obviously it depends on how often you use it. And then on the right side is a little switch, and that in the down position is off. Sliding it up will turn on the device.
How about the middle position?
There really is no middle position.
Just checking.
Yeah, just up and down. That's really about it. Then on the front of it, there's a total of 8 buttons. They like to number the buttons,
Yes.
Luke. I didn't understand the numbering concept all that well, so I'm just going to
Corey
start.
can only count to 5, that's the problem.
That is the problem. So I'm gonna start and just talk about what the buttons do quickly. If we start at the very top of the unit, there is a single oval button, and that acts as our home button. Below that, we have a row of 3 circle buttons. Starting from the left, we have dictation button. Middle button is our magic tap, which would be our 2-finger double tap. The right button is our Siri button. Moving down from that, we have another row of 3 buttons. Starting from the left is our swipe back, or if it was a swipe left gesture. Middle is our select or single finger double tap. And then on the right is our swipe forward button. Below that is another round oval button, and that is our back button. Very easy to feel, nice and tactile. If you have a little issues feeling them, in the box you also receive some stickers that have different shapes, arrows, circles, things like that. And you can put those on the each button to make feeling them a little bit easier. I've also used the device with a client and put bump dots on it to make them even a little bit bigger and more tactile. So that is an option as well. All right, now that we know what the buttons do, we should dive in and actually show it in action.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, it's time to see the Hable One in action.
Ooh.
I am going to launch our phone app so we can get into context.
Yeah.
Through this demonstration, I will not touch the touch screen at all.
Ooh.
So it'll be the Hable only. All right, here we go. We went through the button layouts already, so let's rock and roll. Open phone.
Okay, I found this on the web for home.
Thanks, Siri.
All right, let's open up our phone app using Siri. Open phone. Come on.
Phone.
There you go.
My card.
Very good. All right, let's find that add button.
A. Heading. Corey Ballot. Section index. Dictate. But search. iCloud. Add.
There it is. We'll go ahead and select.
Text field is editing. First name. Insertion point at start.
All right, it's helpful already telling us where we are. I'm going to use the dictation because remember, not touching the screen. Here we go. Luke.
F. Foxtrot.
Okay. Now, it didn't tell me that it put Luke, but that's okay. We can swipe off of it.
Last name.
And let's
Text
come
field.
back and check it out.
Text field is editing. First name. Character mode. Insertion point at start.
Oh, it didn't put anything.
did
It
not
did
put
not like
anything
your
in
name.
there.
Let's try one more time. Luke.
Inserted Luke.
There you go. It took twice, so you're twice as nice. All right, here we go.
Clear text. Button.
And we're gonna go over to last
Text
name,
field. Insertion point at end.
and we can use dictate again. Skywalker.
Inserted sky.
Oh, it doesn't like Luke Skywalker, but we're gonna just put it in as Luke. Now, as you can see, we are doing all of this just by using the Hable Easy. I'm not gonna go through the entire process of putting in a contact.
Well, that's because you don't know Luke Skywalker's number.
I also don't know Luke Sky either. But as you can see, we can simply do it just by using the physical buttons on the Hable Easy. Now, there are some advanced features that are available.
Yeah.
Now, I will be honest though, Luke, one of them I can't get to work.
Oh.
So we should be able to hold down the swipe right button to jump all the way to the end of a screen, or hold down the swipe left button to jump all the way to the beginning of the screen. It's not working for me for whatever reason. I have put a message into Freek to find out what I'm doing wrong, and we'll drop it down in the comments, letting people know what my mistake was. But that can be super helpful, especially if you've got a long list of things and you want to get down to the bottom. You know, for example, when you open up the phone app, you've got those phone tab across the bottom. It'd be nice to be able to jump right down there. The other interesting thing it can do is your rotor gesture.
Ooh.
I know some people struggle with the rotor
It's a
gesture.
strange gesture.
It can be, yep. And so we haven't talked about real quickly how that can be done, so I wanted to just mention it. We can hold down the two center buttons in those rows of 3, and that will go ahead and do your rotor gesture. It only goes in one direction. And then once you've gotten to the option you want, if you want to swipe up, you can hold down the middle button of the top row of 3 plus the top oval button, and that will be a swipe up. To do a swipe down, it would be the center button of the bottom row of 3 plus the bottommost oval button, and that will do a swipe down gesture.
Was Harry Styles involved in the development of this?
Why Harry Styles? One Direction? Nice. Only goes in one direction. Cue Harry Styles. But I find that using the Hable Easy can make doing a more complicated task like contacts a little bit easier.
It's almost as if they called it the Hable Easy for a reason.
That was easy.
It makes it able to do it easy with your hand, the Hable.
Well, that was the Hable Easy, and boy, it sure was breezy. But what did we think about it, Corey? Well, why don't you tell me?
I thought it pleased me.
Good effort.
No, I actually see a really good use case for the Hable Easy. I think that there's two groups of people it can be great for. Those that may struggle using a touchscreen. I think it's becoming harder and harder to find devices that are not touchscreen.
Oh, yeah.
Unless you're going with like the Smart Vision or the Blind Shell. But the Hable Easy makes using a touchscreen much easier.
Oh, yeah.
Or the second group is just, even if you are comfortable using the touchscreen, you may just find that times you want to use the physical buttons. Maybe you want to keep the phone in your pocket, or it's across the room from you, whatever.
Yeah.
You basically can do everything you'd want, from answering the phone to completely controlling device. So I think it is a winner.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a remote control for your phone. So
It really is. And who doesn't love a remote?
Exactly. And another unique feature is our live show, Corey.
Yes.
Because we are unique and special individuals. And you can check out our live show every other Thursday. The next live show will be the week after this video releases, and it's at 11 a.m. Central. So make sure to tune into the YouTube channel to check me and Corey's live antics.
Yes, and make sure you please subscribe to the channel. It does really help us moving forward. Go ahead and hit that like button and put something down in the comments. Could you see yourself using the Hable Easy, or maybe the Hable One, or do you already have one? And what's your favorite thing to do with it? You can also head over to techconnect.vision-forward.org for more content, including webinars for free ACVREP credit.
All right, Cory, let's get out of here. I've got my mind on chips, and they've got to be cheesy, so
And
let's wrap it.
I am feeling a nice summer breezy.
See you all later.